announcements in basketball schedules finally, Austin. I was lamenting that for weeks. You had to hear that from me about where's all the Auburn men's and women's basketball scheduling news. We're getting some. The ACC and SEC challenges have been announced, and we've got the men's and the women's ones. Both will be played Wednesday, December 3rd. Let's start with the men. Your Auburn Tigers are slated to play on Wednesday, December 3rd. The NC State Wolfpack. We just got fresh off of getting whooped in the Super Regional, I might add. It has nothing to do with men's basketball, but I'm going to relate it somehow. They will be coming to Neville Arena to compete in the ACC SEC Challenge. Your thoughts on the Wolfpack and Will Wade coming to Neville?
Yeah, Will Wade is obviously, this will be his first year at NC State, back at a high major program after being really successful at McNeese State from his falls from glory. And so, it's an enticing matchup because they're going to be a really athletic, really good team. I do feel the same sentiment that some Auburn fans do of Auburn just came from getting at Duke. They were the number 1 overall seed last year, went to a Final Four. Should they have garnered a higher caliber opponent to get in Neville Arena? I feel that. I think that it would have been, Florida is going to be going to Duke. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me why Duke gets 2 home games in a row in this challenge, but they're the blue blood of all blue bloods to some. So I would have loved to see a Duke or a North Carolina or Louisville come to Auburn. But I think, we know how Neville Arena is and how much the fans love to be in there. And I think they'll have no problem packing it out. I just would have loved to see Bruce Pearl get one of those teams to come play him at his place, and kind of an unprecedented move for Auburn basketball. But it's going to be a great game. Will Wade and Auburn are plenty familiar with each other, and that'll be enticing enough.
It will be enticing. Certainly, you would hope to have gotten maybe your Duke or your North Carolina or something like that, the way Auburn has been performing under Bruce Pearl consistently. But, NC State has a proud history as well, with Jim Valvano and other coaches as well. And certainly Will Wade, as much as there's a lot of disdain for him, he is a great basketball coach. Obviously, clearly, this speaks for himself, the places he's gone and won. But certainly there are other things going on there, which will make probably for a lot of good fodder for the jungle to have fun with on that week. I'm looking forward to the matchup regardless. I'm just happy to know putting a few more of the pieces together in the Auburn men's basketball schedule.